Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome back to another episode of Classic Mustangs 429. It's springtime here up in the Great White North, so what better time to tinker on these old classics? We're going to put some work into this old 64 Fairlane and prepare for some summertime fun after 25 years. Stay tuned.
I found this vacuum cleaner from the 1800s, and I wouldn't doubt that this thing sucks better than a... better not. Anyways, we're going to get cleaning on this 64 Fairlane before I really get into it, just so I don't get any new disease or anything. So stay tuned. That's a dusty mess. Good thing I have my respirator on. I am your father. Alright, let's get this carpet out of here. Oh, it's just crumbling to bits. Alright, let's attack it from the other side. Alright, that's that. That was a mess. Anyways, let's get rid of this sound deadener. I don't know if I should be doing this. It's only going to make me hate the car. There's definitely a little bit of moisture under there. I promise I'm not trying to sound like Darth Vader here, but it just happens. Alright, where's that screwdriver? Who knows, it might not be as bad as we think once we get all this cleaned up. I think we should be okay here. I don't even know if they make floor pans for 64 Fairlanes. That's not a rust hole, in case you're wondering. This is 1000% asbestos. And that is 100% a mouse nest right there. Alright, so I gotta take the seat out in order to get this part of the carpet out of here. I'm gonna let all this settle down and start tackling the trunk. Alright, so here's the damage. Took all the weather stripping out. This area is not too bad. When you get down to the corners, that's where it gets a little rough. All the way into here. The center spot's not too great either. You can see some more rot right there. Carries all the way up here. Again, not too bad right there, but then we get some more rot all along here. And more into this corner. The top edge is good, so nothing there. But lots of rust that gets hidden from the weather stripping. So clearly that weather stripping absorbed quite a bit of moisture in the time that the car was outside before our possession. But the rest of the floors don't look too bad. Looks like someone's already gone ahead and put patchwork here on both sides, and it looks like they use factory replacement panels because it's got the same embossing as a factory panel would. So I'm okay with that. Like I said, relatively solid. Still got to do a little more vacuuming. Got a little more dirty after I scraped all that weather stripping out. But that's the trunk all cleaned up. Son of a gun. I'm not kidding. It's a solid car. It's all the original undercoating. All right, time to finish up the rest of the cleanup. AKA stripping the carpet. A little more vacuuming. We'll be good to go. All right, so the verdict's in. I'm taking the 65 Comet. All kidding aside, the floor pans on this 64 Fairlane, I've definitely seen some better days. This side is definitely worse. The other side's not as bad, but there's still some holes in it. This is probably the best little bit of the floor pans. I haven't vacuumed that area, so it looks a little worse than the other ones, but it's actually more solid. Also took the headliner down because it was all ripped, and there was mouse nests up inside there on both sides. So I took those all out of there. It still closes beautifully. I'm barely putting any effort into that. Ah, that was too light. Nothing closes like a Ford. Anyways, I got a lot of work to do. In saying that, this is a huge setback in the time that I have left. And I know a car that's a lot more solid sitting right over there. So we'll see what happens. That engine's not as clean as this one. So that's why I was kind of rooting for this car, but we're going to see even if they sell floor pans for a 64 Fairlane. I know there's a few companies, I think Dearborn Classics and Mac Auto Parts. I think they're correlated together, sell parts, so I'll check them out. And worst case scenario, I patch the floors, or I quickly patch them with some other form of metal for now. And then when time comes, after Hot Rod Power Tour, I'll correctly patch them.
So it's been a good episode. Thank you for tuning in. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to Classic Mustangs 429. If you like what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Also make sure to check out Junkyard Digs, Dylan McCool, Thunderhead 289, Vice Grip Garage, and DeBoss Garage. Have a good one, guys. See you next time.